What's up, my good people? I want to touch on the political situation and the climate in the country as it stands right now. What's today's date? Today is Monday, August 5th, 2024. Um, Scary times, scary times. I feel like, man, the political energy in this country since 2015, since Donald Trump emerged, has been so like unsettling. I think that's probably a good word, unsettling. Um, he has appealed to the worst characteristics in human beings since he first emerged on the scene back in 2015. And when that was over, when he was president, and then Biden won, and then he didn't want to accept the defeat, and he basically uh, not demanded, but he certainly encouraged people to sort of riot and fight on his behalf. And then he left those people hanging as opposed to standing up and say, you know what? I told him to do that because I genuinely believe that the election was rigged. It was, and I believe Fox News has had to pay millions upon millions of dollars for to the voting to the company that was in charge of the elections. I'm not sure how they were in charge, but basically for portraying that narrative that there was unfounded, that the elections were rigged or stolen. Is so dangerous, so sad. I mean, if you had proof, of course, but you have Trump supporters saying that Biden was signing extra ballots with his wife and Kamala Harris so that they can. It's just, man, it's inconceivable. Um, and you hear these people speaking, and I mean, intellectually, just the lowest of the low. You can just get the sense of how easily influenced and naive they are. And I was talking to a buddy of mine whose father is an avid Trump supporter, and his father's Hispanic, so is he. And he was telling me, I just feel like they just want to be part of a group. They want to be accepted somehow. And I guess that's so. I guess that is so. I've coined it superhero for the dumb. And I hate to say that because I'm sure there are many people that support Trump, at least ideologically, right? Um, that are super intelligent. And not to say that a human being's value is based on their level of intellect, but you listen to some of these people speak and they're just seem mindless, right? And it's just like no ability to discern. And sometimes I question, are they just not able to discern fact from fiction, or they're just not willing to admit to the fact that this guy's out of his mind, right? And so that's not to suggest that Kamala Harris is a great presidential candidate, that she'll be a great president, that she's a great person, that she's competent, that's not to suggest any of those things because as an independent, I try to be as impartial as possible, and I don't believe Kamala Harris is a good option for the country. Um, More than anything, because I don't believe she's capable. But I'll tell you who's more incapable: Donald Trump. His language, his demeanor, his vibe, his aura is about being divisive. Let's just go back to how this all began. This all began with the birther controversy, where he was questioning Barack Obama and saying that he wasn't an American citizen, and just it just all felt so slimy, and so many things with this guy feel slimy. Um, I know people overuse the term narcissism, but he is narcissistic. He's unintelligible. He's unreliable. He's not loyal. Um, I don't believe that there are enough negative words in the dictionary to describe a person that are enough to adequately describe Donald Trump. I mean, it is just absolutely remarkable the the low character of this individual. And again, he's a brother beneath the Almighty. But I don't think that a person like this should be leading us in the next 4 years. Um, if he does, it is what it is. I hope he can do some things economically to where 4 bags of groceries aren't, 300 bucks. So, but even then, people tend to want to insist that Biden had bad economic policies and this, that, and the other. Who knows? That is well beyond my pay grade. And also, I think is even for the experts, it's very hard to determine what policies are in place that are directly leading to the economy trending upwards, remaining stable, or trending downwards. Um, so who knows? But it just feels like 2016 all over again, and it's really sad. It's really depleting emotionally because I think the cohesion of the populace is so important. When you go out in the street, you don't really see it. Every once in a while, you see the guys with the pickup trucks and the big flag, and you're like, oh God, here we go. And God bless those brothers too. They believe in what they believe in. I just, you know, it's just sad. It's just sad, man, that it has to be like that. And I get it. Sometimes, you know, people are just looking for answers, but I think when you're looking for answers, it should be derived from something positive, from positivity, from inclusivity, you know, um, from love, from acceptance. And I admittedly struggle with those things from time to time as well. But I covered my mic there. So I struggle with those things from time to time as well. But I think that it's important that we revert to that, um, especially as it pertains to our political leaders. So anyway, until next time, peace and blessings, my good people.